Hello everyone and welcome back to the Our Life and Work Tips channel. I'm Rafael Chakouris and today I'm going to speak about another 5 tips that I have learned in my university years. Our first tips for the topic is going to be about blame. As all we know, in our lives we work in different teams, environments, and sometimes we get the feeling that the people around us, they blame us for mistakes. I was having that issue in my university in the second semester, as what is happening is when I suggested in my team one idea in the first time we start the project, what happened is in the second semester when we start back again, they just blame me that it was a bad idea. And I felt that being blamed without actually having an actual reason about that. The reason was because I just suggested it and the team goes along. I didn't force it on it. And still, but I was having the feeling that the team blamed me about that choice, and I'm really feeling bad. But what I did to improve it, it was that simply I get myself down and I saw what was happening around. So the team said it was a bad decision, started a little bit blaming me without even knowing it. Actually, they just said, you suggested it. Yeah, they then maybe wanted to pass the feeling that we blame you, but still, that feeling is being passed, and sometimes it's being passed by mistake. So first of all, you need to understand that even that someone says something that is not aligned with you basically, and what you suggested, and they said, okay, and you feel the feeling of blame, first of all, understand if they actually try to blame you, because that way you're gonna be more sure that that people is actually blame you, or just suggesting that there happens, and you can reflect on that mistake you make and learn more about it and understand even a little better your team. But if actually you get the feeling that they blame you and they blame you for real, what's gonna be the best thing to do? First, it's gonna be for you not just start defending yourself, just first of all accept it that you make that suggestion and that suggestion gets wrong, and then go forward and say, okay, that step it's happened, so rather than just starting and blaming myself, let's find a way together with your team how actually you're gonna do it, how actually you're gonna move forward after that mistake that's happened. That is gonna give you a little bit a feeling that you, rather than sitting on your blame, you're actually moving forward to fixing what has actually happened. That is gonna give you a nice encouragement in the future when something goes on and comes back and people say, oh, you don't make a good work, or they blame you for something. Rather than just start getting defensive, you're just gonna see and understand what was the issue, what's the problem, explain to them if it's not actually a misunderstanding, or actually work together to move forward. That way, when your blame feeling come in, it's not gonna stay for long and it's gonna be away, because you already just start moving around and finding solutions how to solve it, and also get back the confidence you had in the people that they blame you by maybe sometimes accidental reasons, or even they didn't want it. So that is a key one. First of all, you need to understand if they actually mean to do it or they just accidentally in the conversation they forced it on it. But second one, if they actually mean it and they want to have some fighting conversation on, skip that motions. The reason is because it's not going to be helpful for you and your team, and then move to actually fixing it. Move the conversation from who is the blame to that problem, and actually move to actually fixing the problem that has been appear and all the conversation is started about. Now, the second tip is about how you're going to feel that you're achieving something. First of all, we feel achievement when we actually be able to complete a goal or a project that we're working on, and it's come out with nice praises, and we feel accomplished because we finished. But how we can get an achievement feeling through the process of creating that goal and or completing that project. So don't gonna wait for the long happiness to come when actually the thing's finished. First of all, you need to recognize that each step you're doing is an achievement. So in my second year in the university, I found that I did a lot, but until actually they come the reward, it was not a way until to come. But I was not fully motivated because it was taking so much time. So what I understand is, rather than waiting that big goal to come to feel the need of achievement in myself, what I did is I actually recognized the achievements I was making, the progress that I was making, the step by step that I was doing to actually achieve that goal. And it was giving me the feeling of achievement. It was actually pushing me forward to achieve more and even surpass some of my goals. And that's why the feeling of achievement through the process to achieving something, it's very important, because even you hit a motivational wall and you're feeling bad for yourself, or you have a problem generally in life, that is life, everything's come on, still that motivation that you get from feeling that you're achieving something all this time along until you go to the goal or until you hit that blocker, it's going to help you to have a clear mind, clear self-consciousness, and actually find a way to improve that blocker or remove it absolutely from your way and move forward to actually achieve your goal. Now, the third tip of today is that the feeling that you left behind, you're behind of a lot of different people. They have a lot more knowledge than you, and you are a lot steps behind of them to reach their knowledge or their potential, what they have. So that amazing feeling, for me, I can classify it as a feeling to motivate them, a fuel to tell yourself that I need to work better and more efficiently and basically smarter the way I'm already working, so I can achieve that state, the people they are now, and also surpass them in the future and have the feeling of feeling behind. Now, what's happened for me, it was in the university years, in the second semester, I get that feeling of gap. People, they are a lot smarter than me, a lot more experience on me in different ways, in different jobs they have made, in apprenticeships, in their school times, a lot of different things they've done that I'm not doing in my school years, and also by losing also 2 years in army. So in the end, after I get down and I see that people, they have more knowledge than me, more skills and everything, and I needed to consider myself what I need to do to move actually forward. I was really feeling down. It's not just that I'm not giving my all, I'm giving my all, but why I'm doing it, and unfortunately I'm still behind. Then I found out that is the best thing to do is you need not to sit down and mope about it. I spent approximately the half a year over there to actually moping that people have more knowledge than me, and that is what's going on. So even I'm trying my best, they already have some knowledge that I don't have. And that comes in the summertime. So what's happened is, in that summertime, that is the second year after it ends, I actually decided I need to find actually a work environment that I can work in what I'm doing, so I get more knowledge on it. And by doing that, I was actually achieve my results. Actually, I get the feeling that I'm not anymore behind for my third year. But what I'm truly want to say here is, not just wait in your summertime that I did. Find a way to find some experience outside in your field if you're in university, or if you are not in university and you're working and you get that feeling. What you need to do is to dedicate some specific hours when you finish work or in time of work that you are not doing something so much important, or you for the moment you are in the standby or wait some work to come in your workplace. Just sit down and actually get to learn. Ask for help for people around you. University students, that's going to be helpful if you know someone. If you don't know anyone, just simply go and find the person. Also, the same thing in your work. Just go to your colleagues that they have already previous knowledge on that and ask them what I'm going to do. I have some course that you recommend so I can get some information out. So by doing that, you can get information and start upskilling yourself and getting more confident that you are not left behind just because they have some advantage before you. So that's a great thing to do to actually achieve your goals every day, and every time you want to feel better in yourself, just the progress you do behind. I really understand the feeling of left behind. It's very harsh for a lot of people because they see people, they are standing on the top floor and you are still in the ground floor. Don't be dismotivated about that. Get motivated yourself to push forward and fuel yourself to actually achieve that step they are, and even get even to the highest level that they are gonna be, because you are the unique person of yourself and you can achieve things that you can only achieve yourself, because all people are unique and they have their own powers and their own weaknesses, but everyone strives to be better of themselves, not to be general better. So that is a great thing to do for yourselves. And I hope I inspire you with my little story to actually start doing it now and not wait the perfect moment to do it like I was waiting until the summer. Now I'm going to speak a little bit about my summer work and experience that helped me to actually move forward from the feeling of feeling that I'm behind. What had happened is I was working in a hotel. I decided that it was not the correct place for me in my time, even if you need some money to do it. You need to find something to align with yourself, like I did in the second summer actually. I found a software engineering work role in a web development company, and it was actually amazing because it actually helped me move forward. So from starters, I started making applies to different companies back to my home country that I was going to spend in the summertime, and I found that I'd been rejected almost 20 times. And when I got back, I didn't even try when I was there calling different companies, and still I was being rejected. Until then, one company actually asked me if I can go there and see me. And actually I go, give my CV, what experience I have, what I learned until now, and they actually said, we're gonna get you. And it was very amazing. It was a small business and really make me excited to actually help them because they give me a chance to learn. So I get in the company, they share their ways, what they're doing, they show me a lot of things that I didn't know. I get in a different inspiring level and actually understand a lot of things that I was missing from my university, and I was thinking where I can learn that one. So I found the place. It made me really happy working with that amazing company, and actually I learned a lot of things, and I get that override the feeling of feeling behind to actually feeling that I'm achieving something amazing here, I'm learning something amazing, and that made me proud about it. And when I finished my summer work there and my third year, I asked the company if they can sponsor a project that I was going to do to my dissertation. And I was very excited that they say yes, and I was really enjoying it, the feeling working with them. Even now, I'm gonna move to my third year, I'm gonna speak with them with Teams or Skype and actually understand what they are gonna do. And that gave me a feeling how to feel excitement, what I'm doing, and not feel anymore behind just because I didn't get the experience. Now I go out and I find it, and I really urge you to go and find yourself, what you need to do in yourself, in your line of work, or anything else you're doing, actually to understand what you need to do to move forward, rather than say, I'm behind, they have more experience, or XYZ on their self. Really, just sit down with yourself and find the answers you actually want, because the answer is not outside in the universe, it's actually inside of you and just waiting for you to actually explore them and find them. Now, the fourth tip, it's about when your team is actually left you behind. What I want to share about when your team is left you behind, or any other persons, colleagues or friends, they left you behind in a project or something that did together and you left out of it in the end, and you feel that you get wrong yourself and they didn't appreciate you. And what's happened to me was that I was working hard to create a program in our final year presentation that we have in a module, and I was working hard on it so I can see it, how it's going to work and what's going to happen on it. And what I found in the end, when the person that was in charge to creating everything, it was keep the code that I created, and basically it shared half work that it was showing the work that they have made, almost all the team have doing, little bit configured, but my work was almost missing from the project, and I was really feeling bad for it, and it made me feel that actually I was not in some level with them and they have more knowledge, and it actually made me feel bad, that it was horrible. And how to actually pass that feeling, it's a little difficult truly, But you can pass it, because in the end what happened is, even I've been left out of the project code that I have created, that it was not worthy enough. I actually, in the presentation of the project, that we make it in a nice showcase in the university, I was the person that is actually telling about everything about the project, sharing the project, and showing what we actually have achieved in our project. And that it was something amazing. Even that has been screwed over by my team in the actual production of the project, I still managed to get back my feet and show that I'm worthy to be in the team and do a lot of other things to show our project and get a nice mark on our project. And that made me feel happy. But for a different team, because you don't have every time that opportunities, the best thing to do is not to actually go and fight with them what is the wrong, why it's happened like that, etc., etc. What you need to do is better to say, okay, explain me why that happened and what I need to improve. So rather than to be hasty to go and fight and feel negative about it, just get it in a different way. Okay, if it's having an issue, then explain me why, tell me why, so I can get improved, so to be a better part in our team. That way it's gonna make you less feeling bad for yourself and more motivate actually to actually achieve your end goal and actually be a useful member in the team. Our final tip is about how to have your head high at any circumstances. We know that we're facing a lot of problems every day in our lives. We have different things to do, achievements, accomplishments, negative emotions, successes, failures come around every day. But one key thing for you to keep you motivated and fully fulfilled is that you need to have your head high and be actually feeling more open to yourself by seeing that you are not facing down yourself. By having your head high, that means you can move forward without even compromise your self-health, your self-awareness, or your personal goals. That means by creating that natural spiritual state in yourself, inside you, that anything that's happened, I'm gonna be proud what I'm doing and I'm gonna accept anything that's come to my way. It's gonna help you to have your head high at all the time and able to keep you forward to yourself. That's why creating the nice inspirational feeling inside you to motivate you and give you the power and the passion and the confidence you need to have your head high, that it's gonna make you feel a lot prouder of yourself and make you move forward by like a real gentleman that they show in the movies, that is everything that is happening, his head is high and he's moving forward to the next steps, to the next necessary steps to achieve what is needs, to the next steps that they're gonna move life forward, to the next events, without even showing a regret about it or anything, by having that inspirational power to moving forward. And the best thing to accomplish that is just simply get your emotions inside check and see what is make you feel bad and what make you feel good, and then sit down and decide how you're gonna enjoy. That means basically you need to find out what is make you happy and what is make you actually to strive to become better. So by having your head high, I mean that get your eyes in the goal, see the steps you need to take, see what is needed to be done, see the failures that may come, even the unexpected ones when they come. Just keep going, have your head straight to the goal where you need to go, and that is gonna truly help you to achieve a lot of things in your life by just understanding everything around you, but you never actually look down to yourself, but actually look up and look every time the goal you need to do to achieve it. And that's gonna be an amazing way. A nice example of that one in my unit, it was when actually the second year it was so much with negative feelings, doubting myself around. In the end of the tunnel, before starting my third year, like I told in my summer work, I see how much I move forward and decided in that point that nothing is gonna make me look down to myself. I still gonna try for my goal, that it was gonna be 2.1 in my degree, and by actually achieving also in my second year to get 2.1 an average mark. And that it was great for me because now I know I have already achieved my 20%. And that make me have a nice feeling to be able to move forward, to achieve a lot more and have my head high that I actually doing what I need to do and learning what I need to learn from life and my environment to actually achieve that goal. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please put a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed and hit the notification button so you get the notification when our newest videos come up. And I hope you enjoy the video, and you're gonna leave below a comment that you're gonna say what you like or what you didn't like in the video and what ideas you have for the future for our channels. Thank you again for watching and see you next time.